I'm Alan Alda, and I've written a play called Radiance, The Passion of Marie Curie, and it opens here at the Geffen Playhouse in November. I wanted to be a writer since I was 8 years old and began writing and began trying to learn how to do it. And it wasn't until later in life, when I was 9, that I wanted to be an actor. I think I've been interested in science all my life. When I was a little kid, I used to do experiments in the kitchen, putting things together I found around the house. I helped put on the World Science Festival in New York every year. And 3 years ago, I wanted to do an evening where actors could read the letters of Marie Curie and her husband and her lover. And then I realized that her letters were in Paris, locked up in the National Library, and they're still radioactive. So I switched to Einstein, and I did a little play about Einstein based on the letters. But then I realized that this is such a beautiful and event-filled story. This period of 8 or 9 years in Marie Curie's life that tells so much about her, and she's an amazing character, but it also tells about who we are as a species, as people, these knowledgeable animals that we are, and how we're almost doomed by that thirst for knowledge, because it gets us into all kinds of dangerous situations. Marie, I call her Marie because I'm in love with her. Marie is so passionate that she's a really, to me, an endearing person, even though she was regarded by so many people as dour, as forbidding. Einstein said about her once, she's as cold as a herring. But I think he was trying to impress the woman he wanted to marry, that there was nothing between him and Marie, you know. But she could be cold and she could be tough. She had to be tough. She had to be strong because she was fighting every kind of oppression you can imagine. She's my hero. Not just because she had things stacked against her as a woman. She had things stacked against her in about a half a dozen ways, and she never gave up. And every time any of us comes across a struggle that's going to take a lot of perseverance, you can look to Marie as a model for not giving up. While I was writing this play, and because it's hard to write a play, it's hard to write anything. Plays there's something special about plays that make them hard. And if I would get discouraged, it would be Marie who would give me courage again, give me strength. I think when you hear her story, it probably doesn't matter what you do in your own private life or what work you do. You can probably get strength from hearing Marie's story.